You're welcome to the evening news bulletin at 6 p.m. streaming live on Facebook Adoa TV Ghana. Thanks for joining us here on Adoa TV, and these are top stories for tonight. But Parliament asked the minority is pushing for the removal of Honorable Kweku Agyeman-Manu, the minister in charge of the health sector, over the procurement of Sputnik V vaccine and other related issues. Now, in religion, retired priest Reverend Father Cecil Williams has donated 0.14 acres of land to the Anglican Diocese of Accra. And in business, the Ghana Revenue Authority says they are looking at engaging importers and exporters over the amendment of VAT structure. Just stay tuned while we bring you details of these stories and some more streaming on Facebook. And don't forget, the news is proudly brought to you by Sonotech Medical and Diagnostic Center. And now to the detail of the story. A retired priest of the Accra Diocese, Reverend Father Cecil Williams, has donated 0.14 acres of land to the Anglican Diocese of Accra. Reverend Father Cecil Williams today presented the land documents to the Bishop of Accra, Right Reverend Dr. Daniel Silvanus Mensah Toto, at the Bishop's Court here in Accra.
A retired priest of the Accra Diocese, Reverend Father Cecil Williams, has donated 0.14 acres of land to the Anglican Diocese of Accra. Presenting the land documents to the Lord Bishop Right Reverend Dr. Daniel Silvanus Mensah Toto at the Bishop's Court here in Accra, Reverend Father Cecil Williams expressed his appreciation to God for the enormous blessings bestowed on him and his family.
I was ordained in the Anglican Church. And so if God called me, and when he called me when I am an Anglican. Or when I'm an Anglican. So therefore, I said, whatever God has blessed me with must be given to God through the Anglican Church. So this is, in short, why I gave the project to the church. I gave it to the church with the hope that the church will accept it, continue it, build it, so that where I am, the people over there will come to know Jesus. Amen. Will know that without resurrection, we are most miserable people who call ourselves Christians. We are the most miserable of all, like what the Bible says. Resurrection. And that's why we name the place Resurrection Church, Anglican Church of the Resurrection. Now, the community guns are very few. Evers, Akans, and Muslims. Like St. Timothy. But I say, if St. Timothy, in the heart of the Muslim community, has become what has survived, then resurrection also will survive. Moreover, Jesus will witness for himself.
The piece of land located at Bawegonse in the South District of Accra houses the Resurrection Anglican Church, which was built by Reverend Father Williams. For Adoa News, Nanyama Collison, Accra.
Away from that, Parliament has today unanimously adopted a report of the ad hoc committee set by the House to investigate a procurement contract between the Republic of Ghana and Sheikh Al Maktoum and SL Global for the supply of Sputnik V COVID-19 vaccines.
On the order paper was moved, debated, and concluded. What was left was only for the question to be put. And so I'll proceed to put the question. Those in favor of the adoption of the report of the ad hoc committee to investigate the procurement contract between the government of the Republic of Ghana and His Excellency, His Highness Sheikh Ahmed Dalmouk Al Maktoum and SL Global for the supply of Sputnik V COVID-19 vaccines. Those in favor of the adoption of that report say aye. Aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. The motion has accordingly been adopted.
Meantime, the majority in Parliament has expressed their joy over the unanimous decision by the House to adopt the outstanding Sputnik V report, which was moved in the House on the August 6th last year. Addressing the press earlier in Parliament, Honorable Afenyo-Marking says he believes that the consensus is good for the country.
Standing report, which was moved on the 6th of August 2021 by my good self. And I'm referring to the Sputnik report, which was debated, and for some reason we couldn't reach consensus on adopting the report. We are happy that today our colleagues on the other side have agreed with us that we need to move on as a country, and that the report by itself, because it was on consensus, we need to move on. So today, we again, as a plenary, have adopted the Sputnik report, as a house, by consensus, and I think that is good for our country. To me, the bottom line is, through our work as a committee, we're able to hold the feet of the ministry to fire, and no financial loss was occasioned. To me, to the extent that through our work, certain correspondence between the ministry and Sheikh Al Maktoum resulted in the refund of certain amount paid, for which payment no vaccines had been received. It's enough for us to celebrate as a country that Parliament, when it's assertive, and Parliament, when it's working together in a bipartisan way, we can achieve results. So we are happy that finally, we have dealt with this issue of Sputnik V. Well, we are hearing that some attempts are being made to also bring a motion of censure against the minister. We're hearing that. Well, we will be surprised to see that happening on the floor of the House, because it will amount to a serious bad faith being mounted. But that notwithstanding, we wait to see. But the bottom line is that we have approved the report at the plenary by consensus, just as the committee itself arrived at its findings and recommendations by consensus.
Now, on a lighter note, Speaker Alban Bagbin has cautioned members who disrupt proceedings of the House with the belling and ringing of their yam phones. Expressing the seriousness of the House, the Speaker asked the members to desist from bringing yam phones to the chamber. Out of generosity, Speaker Bagbin offered to help any member who finds it difficult to buy a smartphone.
This is a chamber of order. We cannot have members with phones belling and ringing at any time. That is complete disorder. And so if you can't buy a smartphone, don't bring any yam here. This is national business, serious business, so we will not allow this kind of interruptions. If you need support to buy smartphones, contact me.
Minority has confirmed speculations by the majority over the intention to pass a vote of censure to rid the health minister of the Ministry of Health over allegations of incompetence. According to the ranking member of Parliament's Select Committee on Health, the minister was found to be incompetent in the Sputnik V report, where serious indictments were leveled against him.
Parliament constituted a bipartisan committee, and we finished our work. We brought the report to the plenary, debated, and today the question has been put. It means that the report of the committee has been adopted by the House. All this while, we have been of the strong conviction that the President, His Excellency Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, would have done the needful. From all indications, it looks as though the President hasn't heard anything and he hasn't seen anything. And therefore, we as members of Parliament, especially on the minority side, by Article 82, will come by a motion. In fact, we filed a motion and we've gotten the required signatories to have to pass a vote of censure, so that probably the minister will be asked to stay away from the ministry because we find him incompetent. I mean, serious indictments were leveled against him per the report, and some of which includes the fact that the transaction between the state and Ahmed Al Maktoum was of international nature, and he ought to have come to Parliament for prior approval. It is clearly captured in the report. Again, the procurement of Sputnik 5, he was also supposed to have the prior approval of the Board of the Public Procurement Act. He didn't do so, contrary to sections 40 and 41. He didn't do so. As you also remember, those of you who followed the
The Conference of Heads of Assisted Secondary Schools is appealing to the Ministry of Education and the Ghana Education Service to, within this week, ensure that enough food is distributed to all schools across the country to avert any shortage. President of CHAS, Abubakar Yakub, indicated that even though the distribution of food has begun in some schools, they are not sufficient to sustain the students throughout their stay for the term. Abubakar Yakubu is therefore appealing to the government to provide all schools across the country with the necessary items, including food, to avert any shortage.
President of the Conference of Assisted Senior High Schools, CHAS, Abubakar Yakub, says the best approach would be for the government to ensure that the food items are sent in ahead of time. He made mention of other resources such as furniture, which is being lacked in most of the senior high schools and must be provided before the reopening of schools in April. We have already made them aware that we need to sit and do proper planning and ensure that some of these things do go to the schools before school reopens. That way you can do a proper management of the school. Otherwise, you find a lot of heads engaged in the issue of food when they should rather concentrate on how they can get quality outcomes as far as education at their level is concerned, he said. Abubakar Yakub further expressed concern that first-year students in the various senior high schools may not have furniture to use when they report to school. He said desks and classrooms and beds in dormitories are not enough to accommodate the freshman students. Some schools cannot even receive from one student if they are not supplied with furniture. We have made the government aware and beds in various schools and dormitories are in short supply. Previously, parents were helping us get these things, but with the inception of free senior high school, the burden is on the government to provide all these things. Meanwhile, the Minister of Education, Dr. Yawosei Educhum, has been giving assurances that all the resources needed by the schools will be provided before April, when the schools resume. We are coming up with new ways of making sure that they get the resources that they need to run the school well. This year, we are going to give them the list of all food items they should be receiving so that if the item is not in, they will know and follow up with the buffer stock company, he said.
Now, the Deputy Minister of Lands and Natural Resources in charge of mining, Honorable George Mekuduka, has inaugurated the mining committees for Wassa East. On Wednesday, February 16, 2022, Honorable George Mekuduka outdoors the Wassa East District Mining Committee in the Western region and has entreated them to uphold transparency.
In furtherance of the objective of decentralizing the regulation of mining activities in the country, Deputy Minister of Lands and Natural Resources in charge of mining, Honorable George Mekuduka, is inaugurating mining committees across all metropolitan, municipal, and district assemblies in the country. On Wednesday, February 16, 2022, Honorable George Mekuduka outdoored the Wassa East District Mining Committee in the Western region. Honorable Mekuduka said the committee has been mandated to promote responsible, viable, and safer mining methods. The Deputy Minister professes belief in the competence and experience of the members of the committee to deliver on their mandate. He empowered the committee members to act in accordance with the dictates, the law, and not show any form of compromise or bias. The composition is rich, and I believe you are determined to believe that on your mandate. Confidence is so high, and I believe you will go by the tenets that you established the committee, he stated. If we are the leading gold producer in Africa, then we must have something to show the people of Ghana, and that is why the President is so committed to ensure that whatever we generated from the mining space must be used for the benefits of the citizenry, he added. We have commissioned this committee to ensure that more of the small mining sector is streamlined and beneficial to the people of the district and Ghana as a whole. We want to use gold and our resource to develop the country, he said. The Takwa and Swahim lawmakers said government intend to use the community mining scheme to grow Ghanaian representation in the mining space and supports them to grow into big mining firms. He said, however, cautioned that these commendable ideas of government would be fruitless if activities such as gold smuggling and illegal mining are not stopped. He therefore urged Ghanaians to help the government tackle the menace that is threatening the growth of the mining sector. The chairman of the committee, Honorable Emmanuel Boachi, who also doubles as the chief executive of Wassa East, in his acceptance speech said he is grateful to the government for the honor done to him and other members of the committee and promised to work assiduously to ensure that sanity prevails as far as community mining is concerned. Other members of the committee are Nana Kwabena Amponsa, Jones Benjamin Terrier, Moses Kpebu, Isaac Nwebele, Bright Ako.
Lifeline for Childhood Cancer Ghana is calling on all and sundry to join hands to save the lives of many children who die through childhood cancer. Ms. Ikuya Sapong, Executive Secretary for the organization, explained that the power is in the hands of everybody to ensure the decrease of death rate of children with cancer.
She made this call in an interview at the unveiling of the information structure of childhood cancer at the Department of Child Health at the Kolebu Teaching Hospital, the exact day set aside for the International Childhood Cancer Day.
Lifeline for Childhood Cancer Ghana is an organization that raises funds for the treatment and cure of children with cancer. As you are aware, up until December last year, when we got the announcement, childhood cancer was not supported under National Health Insurance. The theme for this year's ICC Day is Through Your Hands. So we're saying that through the hands of all the partners involved in this, whether the carers, the givers, the parents, the radiologists, the pharmacists, it's a whole community, multidisciplinary team that takes care of children with cancer. So through the support of all these agents, when we all come together, by and by, we'll be reducing the numbers that are affected by childhood cancer. It's also for all of us to support children with cancer. Like I said, Lifeline, we raise funds for the treatment and care. Up until now, it's all out of pocket. And you know how expensive it is to treat cancer. We're losing too many children unnecessarily because most of us can't afford to treat it. But childhood cancer is curable if detected early. But if we have no funds, we lose the children. We lose the children, and it's unnecessary. We're losing our future. So it's important that we support organizations like us that support their treatment. We support with chemotherapy, radiation, we support with surgeries, their living costs. We support with activities while they're here. We have full-time teachers that teach them. We have training programs for the women, beads and jewelry. We really have to seek the emotional needs, the psychological needs, the physical needs, the financial needs, and that's what we do as Lifeline.
The International Childhood Cancer Day, celebrated globally on 15th February every year, is based on childhood cancer, a core belief that every child and adolescent with cancer deserves the best medical and psychological care, regardless of their country of origin, race, financial status, or social class. It's also premised on the fact that childhood cancer deaths are avoidable with timely and accurate diagnosis, availability and access to quality essential medicines, as well as proper treatment and care. In view of this, the target goal of WHO's Global Childhood Cancer Initiative is to eliminate all pain and suffering of children fighting cancer and achieve at least 60% survival for all children diagnosed with cancer around the world by 2030. Given that explanation on the huge cost of treatment for children with cancer, she hence called on all stakeholders and individuals who have the means to do so.
And so as organizations, support us, see it as CSR, do something, and you have a chance to save a life. Literally, it's in your hands to save a child's life. So I think, for organizations, you need to take it seriously, support us, reach out to us, speak to us, come join us, come see what we do. We take accountability very seriously, so we really account for every penny that we get, and come be a part of a life-changing agenda.
Meanwhile, the executive secretary for the organization beckoned on parents to take keen interest in the well-being of their children. According to her, children cancer is real and closer. However, it is not detectable.
Our message to parents is that childhood cancer is real. It is closer than you think. Unfortunately, childhood cancer is not really detectable. So I always use an example as if it's breast cancer, it's very clear, it's your breast. If it's cervical, it's your cervix. But with children with cancer, it actually mimics different symptoms. So for instance, you can have a child who has a whiteness in the eye, but because it's painless, we don't really take it serious. Those could be the beginning of like retinoblastoma. You can have a child, with a swollen tummy that could easily be a sign for Wilms tumor. You can have a child with lymph nodes, boils around their body. But because it's painless, parents really are not alarmed. But that could easily be a sign for, leukemia, lymphoma. You can have a child that, loses balances very easily, neurological issues. that could easily be brain, So it's very important for mothers and carers to look out for anything that is unusual in a child. It is not usual for a child to cough for 3 weeks. It's unusual. It's not usual for a child to be sick with a headache for 2 weeks. It's unusual. All I'm telling parents is if you see something like this, escalate it. Go to your nearest hospital. Let us ensure that at least it's not cancer.
Now, away from health, she's living her dream of breaking the gender stereotype in a male-dominated industry. After studying sociology and French, graduating from the University of Ghana, Legon, Benis Botre remains relentless on what has always been her aspiration. Isaac Oto spent some time with the female barber with a degree and has come through with the following report.
Good afternoon. Hi, Benis. It's good to see you. I believe you are doing well. We thank God. My boss is tying the knot come Saturday, and I would want, yes, I would want to look very dope, sharp for the day. I would want you to do me that great favor. Where do I say? Thank you.
So you're getting a wedding haircut?
Exactly. Perfect one for that matter.
In Ghana, it's very rare to walk into a barber shop to either style, groom, or shave your hair and have it done by a female barber, since it's a male-dominated profession. But the narrative is gradually changing, as some females are beginning to break the gender stereotype in male-dominated industries. 25 years Bachelor of Arts graduate from Ghana's Premium University, University of Ghana, Legon, Benis Botre, is one of those.
The only barber here who's a woman. Yeah.
Born to a mother with 34 years experience as a hairstylist, speaks volume of Benis's decision to take such a tangent.
It's because I grew up in a family where hair was a passion. My mom has been a hairstylist for 34 years now. After school, I decided to do something related to hair, and I chose barbering. So what did you study? Sociology and French. So after school, I did my national service, and I thought, okay, now I have time to do something at ADMA, Adoa municipality. Yes. So I did that for a year, and then after I came straight into this.
According to her, although there have been several words of discouragement from society, she never had a second thought when she took a firm decision of becoming a barber, despite her educational background.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I could not believe that people thought it was a waste.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what? You know what's crazy? Yeah. I didn't think too much about it before doing this. I just said, it wasn't. It was just like, oh, you know what? I said I wanted to do this. I'm done with national service. Let me do it. That's how it went.
Yes. What are some of the challenges
I faced? Yeah. The only challenge I face is the pressure to learn, because like I'm learning from the best. Not because you're a woman, people will be expecting you to, oh, let me see what you have there. Let me see what you're going to do. So it's just the challenge of having to prove yourself.
How is the family reacting to this?
They are so supportive. With family, I don't have a problem. With friends, I don't have a problem. It's probably maybe people who are yet to know me, who are wondering why I'm doing it. By being myself and doing what I'm doing currently, like breaking the status quo, and showing people that it can be done. You can do something that society expects you to do, and then go and further something else that you want to do. Follow your passion, follow your dream.
The CEO of Reflect Ghana and a boss to Benis, Godwin Kofi Tete, better known as Degree Baba, had a lot to say about Benis.
Most of all, she is very determined. That's one thing I liked about her. She's passionate as well. She's humble, respectful. She's a female student from the university, and she's out of school. Most of her friends are on social media just selling themselves to men, excuse me to say. Some want to have the white-collar job. So when she mentioned to me that she wanted to learn how to cut hair, I was like, wow, I think this is like a blueprint to what I want to have in the future. One thing I like about her is that she's not stuck to what you teach her. She goes out, learn things online, bring it back. She actually ended up teaching me myself. Things that I don't know, She come back and we practice, we learn together. It's been overwhelming, like looking at the haircut she's giving you right now. For somebody who had just started learning haircut and then it's just a year, she's doing so much that people who have even been in the industry for like 5 to 6 years are not even doing. Looking at your hairline, it's top notch.
Other colleagues Bernice is making in the barbering industry.
I was shocked, and I wasn't shocked. I was shocked because I thrive in a male-dominating business, but I wasn't shocked because I do as well. She's unfair, and I'll be like, wow, I'm proud of her. Apart from that, she's a very nice person. She's very teachable.
I was so proud. I think it's the first time I'm seeing a female lady cutting hair, and I was really surprised. The first haircut she did me, it was really amazing. I have never allowed anyone to cut my hair again.
For Degree Baba, although it hasn't been a roller coaster ride with Bernice, it's worth it.
She actually gave me so much work to do. I went to prepare notes, teach her the basics of how to cut hair. We actually had slides, we had class. She learned and she's doing amazing.
She tells me she's poised to breaking the gender stereotype in the barbering industry.
I'm trying to have a unisex salon one day. That's what I'm saying. You shouldn't put yourself in a box. Never in life. That's what my mom always told me. She said, whatever you want to do, I support you.
Encouraging more young girls in breaking gender stereotype in male-dominated industries and vice versa will see a realization of the SDG Goal 5 by 2030, which talks about gender equality.
Just as the adage goes, what men can do, women can. Thank you. Isaac Utsu, reporting for Adoa News.
Who are venturing into the male-dominated areas. Now, turkey berry is a popular food and herbal remedy used in a variety of ancient folk medicine practices. Although it's very common throughout the world, many people wonder about its uses and safety. This green-looking fruit with various common names known across the world possesses various nutritional benefits. In Ghana, it is called Kantose, Kurunsusa, Bijuri, among others. And people usually take this for various reasons, including restoring low blood levels and during pregnancy. Here's a report on produces large clusters of yellow-green, pea-sized berries that can be used for a variety of culinary, horticultural, and berry include prickly nightshade, devil's fig, shushu bush, wild eggplant, pea eggplant, and susumba. Turkey berry is a hardy plant that thrives in a variety of climates, but it grows best in sunny temperate regions. The plants spread easily, much like weeds, hence they can be found all over the world, including in the Americas, Africa, Asia, and the Pacific Islands. In Ghana, turkey berry is used as both food and herbal remedy for countless physical ailments, including high blood pressure, digestive issues, bacterial infections, and restoring HB or iron levels. Most people love to have it as a featuring ingredient for their food, especially abom, the various soups, kontomire, or even make them in a juicy form. It's mostly blended with fruits like pineapple that is high in vitamin C, or oranges together with ginger for a better taste, or add milk and sometimes cinnamon. Some of these health benefits of this wondrous plant include preventing and treating anemia, help lower blood pressure, and promote healthy immune function. Speaking to the National Blood Service, they emphasize that HB levels in both male and female differ, with women having 12 and men 13. This also explains how if one's HB level is lower than the above stated, is unable to take part in a blood donation exercise.
Oba 12 and above, Obema 13 and above. Once I now 12.9 cry, mojan.
Iron deficiency anemia is a common condition that may develop as a result of inadequate iron intake. It's associated with symptoms like fatigue, dizziness, and shortness of breath. Turkey berry is a particularly rich source of plant-based iron and often consumed to treat or prevent iron deficiency anemia. Bearing foods that are high in vitamin C, such as strawberries, bell pepper, or citrus fruits, may help increase the absorption of iron from plant-based fruits.
The juice, we call it the turkey berry juice, and we have used it to help a lot of pregnant women. We've really boosted the iron, the HB levels of almost every pregnant woman who came there.
Turkey berry juice.
Turkey berry juice. Now, you boil it, and then you pour it on the turkey berries. So we are parboiling. We are not boiling.
Okay, so wait, I could separately. Okay.
And now pour it onto your clean turkey berries, and then you strain. So the juice should be able to fill the small mineral water bottle size.
However, it's common practice in some countries such as Ghana for pregnant and breastfeeding women to consume raw turkey berry to improve iron status and promote lactation. Yet, given the lack of research and facts that poisonous varieties may be indistinguishable from non-toxic berries, it's best to consult your doctor prior to adding turkey berry to your diet, especially if you're pregnant. And that's it for the local segment. Up next is business. To stay with us.
Welcome aboard the safest airline in Africa. With industry-leading safety measures to protect your well-being. The first in Africa to earn a diamond standard of safety. Offering a more contactless, safe, and seamless experience. Delivered with a smile by Africa's first fully vaccinated crew. Creating special memories that bring the joy back to flying, so you can continue making memories with your loved ones. Book your flight with RwandAir today. RwandAir, the safest airline in Africa.
RwandAir, fly the dream of Africa.
Blue City is a manufacturer and supplier of high-quality fashion accessories. We design and make quality bow ties, flying ties, lapel pins, ladies' brooches, fabric necklaces, African wares, and so much more for your weddings, schools, institutions, bands, choir, singing groups, individuals, and so many more. We use both African prints and foreign fabrics to make your beautiful accessories for you. Oh yeah! Contact us via call or WhatsApp or SMS on 0240-926-564. Locate us at Odoko Official Town opposite Emils Preparatory School. Check us out on social media, Facebook and Instagram at Blue City Fashion. Blue City, creativity and style.
So at Sonotech, we always pride ourselves of being a patient-centered facility. And so we always go the extra mile to put a smile on the faces of our patients. And we don't just wait for them to be unwell to come to us, but we always strive to ensure that our patients are always in good health. So the month of February is the month of love. And how best can we express our love than to give to our clients? So what we are doing this month of February is to give a 20% discount on all our health packages. Yes, all our health packages. So for our health packages, we have our life packages, and then we have the bronze, the silver, and then the gold packages. So if you walk in from the 1st February to the end of February, you get 20% discount on all our health packages. And we are introducing a very special package for couples as well. We realize that especially the pre-marital couples, sometimes because of the excitement of getting married and all that, we discuss everything and always forget about our health. So we've come together with a very nice health package for couples, and it's discounted at 30%. So that's the couples package, and we this special package as we go through the month of February. This is our way of saying that we love our clients. This is our way of giving back. This is our way of putting smiles on the faces of our clients. In addition to this, you can also walk in and pay for a loved one. I know 14th is Vows Day. As we think of giving gifts to our clients or to our friends, to our loved ones, let's consider buying a healthcare package at Sonotech for the ones that we love. And on 14th February, we promise all our clients to experience something very extraordinary at Sonotech. Once you come for any service with us, any of our branches, West Hills, Osu, and Tema, you will leave with a special gift. And you can trust us when we say you leave with a special gift. So we wish all of you the best. Let's enjoy the period of love. Let's enjoy the health packages that Sonotech has for us. And as we always say, we are your total healthcare partner for life.
Blue City is a manufacturer and supplier of high-quality fashion accessories. We design and make quality bow ties, flying ties, lapel pins, ladies' brooches, fabric necklaces, African wares, and so much more for your weddings, schools, institutions, bands, choir, singing groups, individuals, and so many more. We use both African prints and foreign fabrics to make your beautiful accessories for you. Oh yeah! Contact us via call or WhatsApp or SMS on 0240-926-564. Locate us at Odoko Official Town opposite Emils Preparatory School. Check us out on social media, Facebook and Instagram at Blue City Fashion. Blue City, creativity and style.
You're welcome back to the business segment. As part of efforts to boost the credibility of the stock market, the Ghana Stock Exchange will soon conclude processes for the establishment of an investor credit rating agency for players of the market. According to the managers of the local bourse, the domestic credit rating agency, which will be created by the end of the year, is to rate the issuances of investors in the market.
Part of efforts to boost the credibility of the stock market, the Ghana Stock Exchange will soon conclude the processes for the establishment of an investor credit rating agencies for players on the market. According to the managers, the domestic credit rating agency, which would be created by the end of the year, is to rate the insurances of investors in the market. The Ghana Stock Exchange noted that the establishment of the agency is a key instrument for the growth of the market. They explained that the time is ripe to introduce the key elements within the market to aid growth and allow institutional and individual investors to rely on such rating agencies for their in-depth research to make investment decisions.
Agency will say it can guide the investor in the investment that you make in that corporate bond. So for the exchange, we're just looking at the corporate bonds and how we can have credit rating agencies in Ghana to assist in developing that market. So Securities and Exchange Commission have come out with guidelines for licensing credit rating agencies, and that's how one of them have been licensed also. That's another one that is in the pipeline, which is being developed by a group of institutions.
The Ghana Revenue Authority has responded to concerns raised by the Importers and Exporters Association of Ghana over possible 12% increase in the prices of some commodities should it go ahead to implement the amended value-added tax rate. According to the Importers and Exporters Association, the amendment of the VAT, which was gazetted on December 31, 2021, will see the business community move from paying a 3% flat rate plus 1% COVID-19 levy to paying VAT of about 20%. They subsequently warned that the situation would lead to an increase in the prices of some goods.
The Ghana Revenue Authority has responded to concerns raised by the Importers and Exporters Association of Ghana over a possible 12% increase in the prices of some commodities should it go ahead to implement the amended value-added tax rate. According to the Importers and Exporters Association, the amendment of the VAT, which was settled on December 31st, 2021, will see the business community move from paying a 3% flat rate plus 1% COVID-19 levy to paying a VAT of about 20%. They subsequently warned that the situation will lead to an increase in the prices of some goods. The Importers and Exporters Association of Ghana had earlier warned that consumers may have to pay an increase of about 8 to 12% of some commodities. They further lamented the lack of stakeholder consultation from the Ghana Revenue Authority with them with regards to the new amendment would lead to some increase. The General Secretary of the Importers and Exporters Association of Ghana, Samson Nasakia Wingobet, said the Ghana Revenue Authority has reached out to them for stakeholder consultation on how best to implement the VAT.
Now let's do some sports. The Boxing Promoters Association of Ghana has accused the leadership of the Ghana Boxing Authority for being inward-looking, which according to them is working against promoters in the country. The promoters have claimed that the GBA president, Abraham Nikwe, has turned the Boxing Ghana body into a promotion syndicate while still functioning as regulator, which is against the sport and letter of the GBA constitution.
The Boxing Promoters Association of Ghana is accusing the Ghana Boxing Authority of engaging in the business of promotions, which is not part of its duties. Alex Intiamwa-Boakye, who is the CEO of Box Office Promotions, has accused the Ghana Boxing Authority of cunningly attempting to arrogate all the work of promoters, coaches, boxers, and other stakeholders to bring boxing to where it is today to a first-timer IMAX Media Group. Mr. Alex Intiamwa-Boakye contended that IMAX Media Group, despite claiming to be a media entity aimed at promoting the sport, was meandering its way to take the sport of a major promoter and a boxing syndicate in connivance with the Ghana Boxing Authority. According to him, IMAX is using this privilege to generate revenue, organize and distribute content through the organization of the upcoming Professional Boxing League. Mr. Boakye, who doubles as the president of the Boxing Promoters Association of Ghana, flanked by representations from Kabik Promotions and 3 officials of Streetwise Promotions, he vowed that his outfit would not pay the 300% increment of the license renewal fee and the manager's license renewal fee being demanded by the Ghana Boxing Authority. He asserted that he went to the bank to pay his promoter's license renewal fee into the Ghana Boxing Association account, after which he took the receipts to the GBA office. The president threw it away and ordered the bank to refund his money to him, something Mr. Boachi deems its dictatorial tendency.
Still in sports, 12 players of the Ladies Challenger Series and officials from Mega Life Science have donated ginseng Eve, green tea extract and other multivitamins to the Ho Tennis Club ahead of the Ladies Challenger Series. Receiving the donation at Ho Tennis Club was Mr. Jamisi, chairman of the club, while Grace, a member of the team, expressed their gratitude for the gesture.
Presentation we are making is from Mega Life Sciences. It's been a beautiful morning with our beautiful ladies here. As we know, ladies are always the special ones amongst us. If they are okay, we are fine. And then they have what we call the Ladies Challenger Series in Ho, precisely for the golf club. The lawn tennis club, sorry. And then as part of our support as a company for human wellness, Mega Life Sciences decided to come join them for their, what we call it, their programs. And then we came with a lot of things, mainly to boost their immune system, something to go with their hygiene stuff. So this is from Mega Life Sciences to also give their token to the ongoing program at home for the Ladies Challenger Series. Thank you very much. Hosted by the Ho Tennis Club. So I'm together here with the chairman. I think the chairman is also going to give his remarks, and then we take it from there. Yeah.
All right. On behalf of the Ho Tennis Club and the Tennis Foundation Ghana, I want to thank you all for this wonderful donation, for supporting our ladies and supporting the Ho Tennis Club. Obviously, as athletes, vitamins and things that boost our immune system are very important. And for you to come and provide this support, we can only say thank you. We pray that your business will continue to grow, that we can receive more and more support. Thank you very much.
You can actually count on my colleague here who is doing a fantastic job. He's called Mr. Yao Asan. So he's based here with you. Anytime you want to have any support, just talk to him, and then we see how we can also come on board. I can see we are sort of biased with the products we brought.
Obviously. Obviously.
We are going to make it up to the men. You can't ball.
No, I don't ball.
We'll boost your immunity.
Thank
and
you
then
so much.
there's one fantastic thing about ginseng Eve, so I'd like to share with our women here. So basically, ginseng Eve gives what we call the PEP advantage. So if you remember the word PEP, then you know what ginseng Eve does. PEP simply means performance, energy, and protection. So performance is the aspect that normally in playing and doing all your stuff, after you play your games, you go to your work. As ladies, you go back home, there are a lot of demand that you need to make up to. And then you have other things you also have to do at night for your partners. So when we say performance, basically it puts you, it helps to fight your stress hormones to make sure you are there all the time. Then also it also helps to boost your energy levels, and we know energy is required in our daily aspects of life. And then the good thing is that in these COVID times, immunity has become a key word. If you Google immunity, maybe it's one of the most Googled words. And in ginseng Eve, like my colleague earlier shared with you, there's
Thanks for staying through the time with us here on the Evening News Bulletin at 6 p.m. right here from our studio on the John Evans Samuels High Street in Accra. My name is Anastasia Baddoo. We stream live on Facebook, Adoa TV Ghana, YouTube, Adoa TV GH. We will meet same time tomorrow. Do have a good evening.